I wanted to go through an agency because I actually looked at a online board where you could match with people, but I found that to be a little too risky for me, especially with being out of state. You're not covered, you don't know these people. It could be just a disaster, and I don't know what I'm doing, so this is like a totally bad idea to even think about. And so I definitely needed the agency's support because they know the laws. They can make sure all the paperwork's done. I didn't have to think about any of those things. I went to the hospital and I left. I didn't have to worry about if the parents are signed with the baby and if the birth certificate's signed over correctly. Everything was done with an agency, and I was protected with my contract and my lawyer if anything was to go awry. I also had insurance in place that the agency made sure that I got for life insurance in case something happened, which I was very happy about, just for my daughter's benefit in the end, because you are taking a chance at the end of the day. But I'm so glad I went with an agency because there's just so much unknown out there, and you hear horror stories, you see Lifetime movies, and you never know. So you want to have that insurance always to back you up.
Not having an agency was never really an option. When I first started the process, I had no idea what to do, the process, any of it. And so having an agency really took that fear away. I could talk through it with someone. They knew all the legal ramifications and what needed to take place there. I also felt safe. I know that independent journeys work out well for people, but I also know that sometimes they don't. And that can leave a surrogate really exposed, financially or physically, if they weren't, if they weren't completely honest, if those intended parents weren't completely honest. And so I felt that using the agency protected me and my family in that way. We chose American Surrogacy as our agency because it had a personal touch. I wasn't just a number, I wasn't just an application. I got to speak with Angie and have my questions answered, make sure that we were a good fit, all before ever filling out tons and tons of paperwork. I also chose it because it was a nice perk for us that they were local.